Yes people, as you've seen from the title of this video, I'm going to be showing you how I just done a £400,000 month in December. At the end of 2023 I just started dropshipping and I pretty much done zero in sales, maybe a couple thousand, and in this video I'm going to be explaining how I got from zero and how I done a £400,000 month in December. Pretty much going through the trials and tribulations that we've had, problems, issues, what's went well, what hasn't went so well, and yeah, if you're interested in that, I would seriously suggest watching this video. If you're interested in e-com dropshipping, I've got a free school community. I'll leave a link for that below. So first things first, how did I find my product? So I actually think that most people don't use the Facebook ad library as it should. There is honestly so many winning products on there. We look for winning products all the time. We don't necessarily always launch these products, but we like to see what's doing well at certain points of the year. So go on Facebook ad library, type in 40% off, 50% off, go in the filters tab, put it to active ads, make sure that these ads have been running like 3 months prior. If they're still running ads 3 months after that and they're active, why would you run ads if they weren't profitable? So in many cases these are going to be profitable stores. You could then go through these stores, watch every single one of their ads, see what type of angles that they're going for, what type of product they're selling, how does their website look, how many reviews they've got, whatever it may be, what's the product images look like. You could pretty much see every single thing that they're doing, and then you could just implement this yourself, and that's exactly what we done. What I done in the beginning, I was doing everything by myself back in December. Found the product, but since I had previous experience in Shopify and how to run Facebook ads, because I used to run a in-person sort of Nike reselling company that would sell like shorts, trainers, t-shirts, so I knew how to build Shopify stores. So if you don't know how to do that, I'd seriously suggest doing that as soon as possible, learning how to build a store and how to run ads so you're ready for any opportunity that arises. So yeah, in December I pretty much launched the store, copied whatever my competitors were doing and put my own spin on it, added better product images, had better copy, changed it around a little bit, and I ordered the product in from Amazon so I could record my own UGC content, which I would recommend everyone to do because you can make unlimited creatives. You could get b-roll, you could then use 11 Labs to create a voiceover script, so you've got unlimited potential on how many ads you can make. And yeah, in January we done £120,000, but for most of that I was actually still using AliExpress. I didn't have a private agent. When I look back, my price was too low, my offer was shit, and it was very, very messy, which in most cases it will be as a beginner. You don't know what your take-home profit is, you don't know how to work out your gross margins, you don't track any profits, you're just getting the product and trying to scale it as much as possible, which is what I was doing. But that did teach me a lot. In January, as I said, it was barely profitable. On that 120k I maybe made £10,000-15,000 after everything. But going into February I moved on to a private agent, which I would recommend everyone to do. If you don't work with a private agent, get with one as soon as possible, because that allowed me to brand the product. I had a branded box and I had an actual branded product, which improved the customer experience. When a customer gets the product, they don't just get a shitty Chinese box that everyone else can get on AliExpress and Temu. Actually feels like a real brand that they're buying from. It will improve your Trustpilot, you won't get as many like customer service emails, which is a huge help, and it will just make your brand feel more legitimate and improve the customer experience. Moving on from that, from February until like maybe April, May, it slowed down on that store because it's very seasonal. So what I done was I found another winning product and I launched that from the get-go. We had a private agent, we got a custom branded product, we got a custom branded box, and from there we dialed in all the back end. We knew what our gross margins were, we were tracking our profit with Triple Whale, sorry. So we kind of knew everything. I teamed up with someone else at that point as well, had a business partner, which pretty much 2x'd our output and learning, because we have both of us who are better at certain things. I'm better at like UGC, acquiring content, recording ads myself. He's better at like graphic design, improving the website, CRO, static images. So our skill sets complement each other and we work very, very well together. So if you can, if possible, try and team up with someone who's interested in dropshipping and e-com as well. Could be someone IRL, or it could be someone that you meet on Twitter, for example, which is why I always like praise like networking or trying to like reach out to people on Twitter, because it does help a lot. You don't know what could come from a come from a conversation. So yeah, in April, May, we started scaling up that store. We then run into so many issues. We had people trying to DMCA us, take us to court, all this shit. Bank accounts not working, payments not going through, can't pay suppliers, inventory issues. But again, this is all just a learning process. As you go through your dropshipping e-com journey, these things are going to happen. There's no point going into it thinking it's all going to be fine and no issues at all, because that's just not the case. Online, you see on Twitter, everybody posting their screenshots, but in reality, you don't know what their take-home profit is. You don't know anything at all. You don't know how much stress they've been through, how much issues that they've had, how much shit they've just had to go through in order to post a screenshot on Twitter. So know that before you get into it, but be conscious that this is the case and just deal with it. And we know that now. Like, when a problem comes through, we don't worry about it. We just think, right, what's the solution to this? This is what's happened. This has happened now. We can't shy away from it. We just need to deal with it, figure out what's the best steps moving forward, and then take a good decision at it, and move forward with it. And that's all we can do. Don't worry too much about the outcome. Just focus on the input. What can you do to solve the solution? Going through summer, that done really well, that store, and heading into Q4, we were expecting very, very big things, and I did live up to expectations, but I know now that we could have done way more. We were running all of our stores on like cost cap campaigns. We could have scaled the budget a lot more if we had lowest cost, and we could have just scaled the budget gradually. Although we still remain profitable throughout, both stores done decently well. We expanded into other markets. But another thing that people don't talk about is like sales tax, VAT, and dropshipping, because a lot of people don't really pay VAT. They'll just like ignore it and that sort of thing. So as a limited company in the UK, as soon as you hit over £90,000 in sales, you're required to register for VAT in the UK. So that means that you're going to lose like 16.66% of your profit overnight, which is obviously isn't ideal as a dropshipping store. Even if you're running at like 25 to 30% margin, that means you're left with 10 to 15% after everything, which is why we're starting to expand into the US. It's a much better market. They have sales tax for each state, so you need to hit the threshold for each state, and the max like tax you're going to pay is like 10%, which is nothing compared to the UK. So if you are a beginner, I'd seriously like recommend selling into the US over the UK or Europe, because the US is like a 5 to 6 times bigger market. They have higher purchasing power, and they're more likely to buy products at a higher price, and you're going to be paying less taxes, which means you're going to make more profit. We're now at a stage after Q4, after doing this like over £1 million in sales, we can now go and hire more VAs to deal with customer service. We can now hire an editor who could churn out 10 to 15 creatives per week, and have a constant cycle of content going into all of our stores, which can push us to that next level. Our editor's got like $1,000 salary per month, and that requires like 10 to 15 ads per week, but we also put bonus structures in place as well. If they get a new top spending ad that gets say £5,000-10,000 spend, that's going to be bringing us in a lot of profit, and they maybe get like $100 to $200 bonus, which incentivizes their work to keep on pushing and make good ads for us. And I think that's how we're going to be able to hit like £1 million a month in 2025, is by hiring people, get people that are better than us and push us to the next level. But kind of crazy how we could go from, at the start of the year, me knowing absolutely nothing, selling a product too cheaply, having a shit offer, just scaling the budget for the sake of it, not taking home that much profit, to the end of the year we're much more calm. We know our back end, we know how much profit we're taking home, we've dealt with financials, we now talk to accountants, we're registered in every single country. It's more like an actual business rather than just messy, having to solve problems every day. We've got team members in place now, we talk to them on a daily basis, and it's more like an actual business, which I'm pretty proud of. It's been a great bit of progression in 2024, but we need to take it to the next level in 2025. And that's how quickly you could actually change your direction in life through dropshipping. You could find a product on the ad library, start as a complete beginner, know nothing, but knowing that you know nothing, knowing that you're going to learn all these things through problems that you're going to face, by the end of 1 year you could be doing 100 to 200k months, no problem at all. It's a case of making more ads and scaling the budget. That's it. That's how you can get to those 100 to 200k months. It's very, very simple when you look from an outside perspective. And yeah, it's been a crazy year. Very, very excited for 2025. Another quick ramble on this channel. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you've got any questions regarding dropshipping, e-com, anything like that, please leave them below. I keep saying this, but I need to start making more tutorial like videos, so showing you how to do certain things, how to make ads, how to make emails to send out to customers, how to deal with financials, gross margins, product research, all that sort of thing. If you want anything based on those things, leave a comment below and I will get back to you all. I appreciate you watching.